We live? Are we in? Looks like we're here. Hello. The chat. Hello, hello. Where are we streaming to? Did this work right? Can everyone hear me? Oh, my volume's all the way down. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, now I'm on here. Boop. Mute that. And mute that. All right, everyone. Can you back up? It's hard to see me. Shut up. It's a vertical stream, so I can't I can't. It's like this. You're gonna get a lot of headroom here. Wow, that grass went up real quick. Hold on. Let's break some of these in. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. That's the opposite of getting in there. Get in there. Just got a bunch of fucking smoke in my eyes. This should catch. All right. Whew. Okay. Hi, everyone. Let's see. I have the laptop here, so I can put the phone over there and look at the chat here. It's great. Looks like YouTube's there. I assume it's going everywhere else. The mic being the same no matter where I go is very vain. Yeah, I have the mic right here. I have the mic right here. And I can, now because of this, I can see who's on Instagram. Sarah's on Instagram. Hello, Sarah. Instagram they still don't have the chat go into all the other restream stuff. StreamYard, Restream, Instagram is like the worst third-party thing. Is Tony losing weight? Looking good, man. For like the last 2 years now, I go up and down. But I'm not as bad as I was. I think 2023 Tony was looking real freaking rough. 2022 Tony was pretty bad too. Pretty much 2022 2023 was real bad Tony. And then like 2016, 2017 was rough too. But there was a couple of periods in between. I am going to the gym later. I decided to watch a few things for work. Had to take the cat to the vet. And I wanted to do this stream yesterday, but then I had to shoot earlier than I thought I was supposed to. So I figured, why not do it today? Man, so I have a big bush over there, full of grass. And it's been dried out for months, but because of the blizzards, I couldn't chop it down. I finally got around to chopping it down. I put a big chunk in there and it just went up like that. That's how dry it is. I have a couple giant branches over there I got to chop up. But yeah, this is what I do. I hang out in my fire pit like a cool guy. Fior went to the Instagram chat because he heard me say Sarah was in there. Fior, you got calm down, buddy. behind me. Yeah, it's a giant tree branch behind me, but it doesn't belong to me. So I just got to stare at it every day, and I'm just like, I want to chop that up. I think yesterday was Stay Alive's 20th anniversary, and I shared the video again on YouTube. Trying to defatten yourself, walking a lot more. Yeah, the park is officially back up. I can finally do, probably not tonight because it'll be dark. I am going tomorrow with the nieces. We're going to do a walk at the local park near me. Where's the swimming? I don't have a swimming pool. Other people have swimming pools. I don't. It's you got to get a fence and everything. It's a nightmare. No. Hello, Devil Owner. I have not watched the Harry Potter trailer. I don't care for Harry Potter. However, I do care about making money. So if you guys want me to review the Harry Potter sequels, we only ever did the first one. Let me know. I'm thinking of going through them because there's only like 6 left. If enough people want me to review it, I'll do like a follow-up of, do you want us to go one at a time or just do a best worst? So here's what you missed in WWE. The Bloodline might be making a comeback. Seth Rollins was arrested live. Finn Balor got kicked out of Judgment Day. Oh. He's not the leader of Judgment Day anymore? Did Edge ever come back? Did you forget Edge created Judgment Day? Ugh. How's everyone's day going? We all hanging out? Are we excited for the Bombadil movie starring written by Stephen Colbert? Is it confirmed to be a Tom Bombadil movie? We're going to have to start with that. Is it a Tom Bombadil movie? Other than that, no, I'm not excited at all for a Stephen Colbert. And I know he's a huge fan. I know he's a huge Tolkien fan. He had a cameo in, I think, Desolation of Smaug. But he sucks. He sucked for a really long time. He's one of the people who ruined late night. So no, I'm not going to want, I really don't want to watch his Lord of the Rings because you feel like you just know what it already is. Maybe he'll surprise me. I don't know. Ugh. Did laundry and tried writing a little more Power Penguin 3. Oh, good. Claire, I should do Clerks. You have a million other movies to cover first. Yes, but a reboot is coming out. Sometimes when a reboot is coming out or a new installment, I like to go through the series and build up to it. Sometimes it works. The X-Men's did really, really well. The Spider-Mans did really, really well before No Way Home. Sometimes it bombs, like Mission Impossible. The Mission Impossible ones hurt the most because I love that franchise and I love those films. And they were just like, after like, I think 2, they all just went down in views when I was reviewing them. I was like, oh no. I want to say thank God we grouped the last like 4 together, but I don't think that episode ever even cracked 10,000 views. God damn it. Okay. Rob K donated $5. Now, super chats and whatnot on these types of streams, not required, but they are appreciated. And he says, see, I like this, that I have this here. You're killing it with content, Tony. Keep up the great work. Also, Alan Richardson did nothing wrong. Or Richson. Alan Richson? Is that his name? Oh, yeah, that is insane. Some guy thought he was driving too fast, so he just jumped out into the road to stop him and then pushed him. Got his ass kicked, and then he went like, he did a sob story. He was like, all I did was tell him to slow down and push him, and he beat me. And it's like, well, you almost caused an accident, you asshole. I've never seen a more deserved beatdown in my life. And I know people don't like, well, a lot of people love Alan, but I feel like a lot of right-leaning people are upset because they like his characters and they know in real life he's like the opposite. So they like, there was like a 24-hour where they wanted him to be the bad guy and they were like shitting on him. And then the video came out from his motorcycle. They're like, oh no, that neighbor was just a prick. How's Kieran? Kieran's doing well. He's back to doing reviews on YouTube. Still chat with him once in a while. He was telling me that Resident Evil Requiem is great. Which of course I need to download that game on my PC when I wanted it on my Xbox, but a loving fan gifted 4 Patreon subscriptions. So now I have to play Resident Evil with Shrek mods. And there's a bunch. You can play as Shrek. You could turn one of the big monsters into a Shrek, and you could turn all the motorcycles into Donkey. Donkey doesn't move. He just stays flat. So he wants me and Lauren to stream that. So I think I might buy that game twice to play on my Xbox. I might play that. I'm going away for like a weekend for my mom's. Today is my mom's birthday, but she's out of the country. I'm going to be away at a cabin with my family at my mom's. And I'll have nothing to work on. So, of course, I will be creating work. And I might just play Resident Evil Requiem like normally. And then I can get the PC with the dumb mods and everything. Colbert pushes his political agenda. I hate it when late night shit. Yeah, that's the thing. So I know Vince Vaughn was talking about that. And then people were like, yeah, but Leno made Clinton jokes. But I feel like, I mean, obviously all these shows like Saturday Night Live, they clearly always did like political stuff. Like, I'm not pretending there was a time they didn't. I know a lot of people are like, I just wish they wouldn't bring up politics. I'm like, no, that's kind of what they did. The problem is it's like mostly just that. It's mostly just us being lectured and yelled at about like what's going on in politics. And then when Saturday Night Live does anything outside of that, it's usually not very funny. Same thing with late night shows. We're just being yelled at and stuff for not doing what they consider right. I'm like, okay. And then it's just politics. And it's like, okay, any other thing? There's other things going on the news. And maybe they do more than that. But I don't watch late night TV. And unfortunately, all the things that get clipped and shared are the stuff that everyone complains about. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's not scrolling? God damn. Tony, kicking ass, bro. You should be around. You shouldn't be around a fire alone. Who else would I be around a fire with? Oh my God, there's just like nothing burning. It all went up. Hold on, guys. Really? You're just not catching it all? Come on. Son of a bitch. Smoking right in my eyes. Wait, I had glasses. God damn it. And it's following me. It's following me. Okay. And these glasses are terrible. Oh my God. They just fell right off my face. Okay. You guys will listen to me. Go to the bin where I have more wood. These were the glasses I got. Oh, let me show you guys. These are the glasses I got for that Jaws promotion when they sent me that big box of stuff. And they look cool. But I can only wear them level. If I go like this, they fall. It's like a whole thing. Take your shirt off. All right, we're going to go to the bin where I have collected a bunch of wood. All right, these look pretty good. And we're going to grab a little bit of grass. I think the initial grass burned too fast. And then get these bad boys to light. Come on. That's going to crackle in a second. All right. Whew. Tony's got that afternoon voice. All right, what's Instagram saying? Not much. How you doing, mate? Is that the well from The Ring? It does look like the well from The Ring. I see Nightmare in New Hope is on Instagram. I got to hit you up soon, brother. I've been meaning to hit you up. There's been a lot going on. If you guys are ever in New Hope, Pennsylvania, check out Nightmare in New Hope. It's a great showroom. They have a lot of props and stuff from horror movies. And they're always getting new stuff. Beautiful place. I love it. All right. Oh, good. I can ask you this question. Would you rather see a Snakes on a Plane remake with LA Knight or Lake Placid remake with The Miz, or the other way around? Neither. I don't know how to answer that. Lake Placid remake with The Miz. That could be good. That could be good. Snakes on a Plane. That was just like, the joke was almost over before the movie came out. Burning grass. We all know what that means. Isn't New Hope the home of 90s alternative band Ween? I don't know. You would have to ask my good friend Carl from Who Are These Podcasts. I think he's a big Ween fan. I think when I picked him up the first time, I had Ween playing in the car. No PAX East for you, Tony? Why would I be at PAX East? That is a video game event, and video games are for children. No PAX East for me. I'll probably never go to a PAX or a MagFest or any of that stuff ever again. I don't even go to too many games anymore, and that's like where all my friends are. I didn't go. Well, yeah, last year was the first too many games I've missed since 2014. I love too many games. That's like the only video game I think I'll ever go back to, just because I do know so many people there. It's just lately, it's like I think it's usually the same time as VHS Fest, or one of the other events I do is always around. I think last year it was the same time as VHS Fest. Yeah, I want to do Astronomicon again. I just always forget to do that. Someone has to make sure they're safe for children. I will say, oh, hello from Holland. I will say, Justin and those guys, Retroware and whatnot, they are at PAX, and Joey C is at PAX. So if you want to know what's going on at PAX, go check out, follow Retroware and follow Joey C. Yeah, on Instagram, I saw a new one called Amityville Vampires. Oh, there's Amityville everything. I was in the middle of making an Amityville movie, and I had to pull the plug on it. I need to go on vacation to a convention this year. It's been 9 years since I last gone. Since the last con I was able to attend. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I mostly just do horror cons and like little local events. Ugh. All right, it's catching. It's just taking a bit. Do I have any other? We gotta look for something. Hold on. Ugh. All right, you go in. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find another big branch. Keep talking. I'll be back and look at the chats. Give me plenty of stuff to come back to. We got a big guy. Yeah, the guy's not that big, but he should do. I'm gonna walk down this hill and hopefully not bust my ass. Alrighty. Ugh. Whew. All right. Get in there. Okay. Burn. It's also very windy. Hello, Dr. Till. Did Tony already jump in the fire? I'll miss him. How upset are you that Starfleet Academy Season 2 will be its last season? I think we're all hurting right now. How are you, Dr. Till? I'm not gonna invite. I forgot about the Doing a Saving Private Ryan episode. Can't wait to meet you in August at Sci-Fi Horror Fest. Oh yeah, I'll be at Sci-Fi Horror Fest in August. I should probably book the hotel room. Jesus. That's one fine looking barbecue pit. Why doesn't mine look like that? Over on Instagram, you saw the director of Urban Legend and Valentine died, unfortunately. Wasn't the biggest fan of his films, but he seemed like a really cool dude. The horror community loved him. He was very active with it. And I mean his directing. I know he did a lot of other work. That was a bummer, though. Yeah, he had an active social media, too. His movies were memorable. Urban Legend and Valentine, maybe not the greatest things ever, but he'll remember them. What is it, Tony? Disposing of all the incriminating evidence? No, I'm just burning up some. I like my fire pit. And I want to turn my hobby a fire pit and monetize it. So I'm live streaming my fire pit now that I have these wireless mics and everything, and I figured out a way I could do it. So yeah, fire pit. I don't have enough big logs. I need to chop down those giant branches, start throwing them in there. Most of this pit was kindling. Actually, it's catching now. The sticks are catching now. All right, we might have decent fire in a second. I got bake and watched some I Think You Should Leave skits last night. I could watch I Think You Should Leave just over and over. My favorite thing right now is that The Rock in the live action Moana, his hair looks like the skit where he had like the dog's haircut. I think it's funny that they gave up on the based on a true story from Amityville. Yeah. No, I did not build this. My mom built this a while ago. Speaking of wood chopping, I gotta text Angela after this. I have not seen my shears or my axe since we shot the Friday the 13th commentary track promo at her studio. Am I back? Am I back? Hello? Did you guys lose me for a second? Just confirming I'm still alive. Everyone can still hear me? I got the notification that like it was weak and then it blinked. It looks like I'm back. It looks like I'm back. Lost. Shut up, Till. Okay, I am back. All right. Sorry. It was just, I guess I'm on a delay. Yeah, so I've not found my axe or my big shears in like forever. I don't know where they are. I checked everywhere. So I got to hit up Angela and be like, did I leave those at your studio? And also, why did you not tell me? And if they're not there, then I have no idea where they are. No, I did not build the pit. My mom did years ago. I've taken it down and rebuilt it, but no, my mom's the one who set up this pit originally. I should disassemble and rebuild it. It's a little lopsided right now. All right, we're catching. It's looking good. We can hear you, but you're still from Philly. I don't know how to help you there. Shut up, Till. Dr. Till does Ministry of Dude. It's a very funny show. Lately, they've been making fun of one of my friends who had a breakup, so I feel awkward trying to go on that show, but it's a really great show. It's a really funny show. But they're not making fun of my friends. The other day I saw you stream and I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll ask them for the link. And then I click in and I see Mid-South. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be a part of this. No, Till. God damn it. Can't we all just get along? Show doxing me, bro? What the fuck? What do you mean show doxing? Also, if Riley's watching right now, he's gonna be like, what the hell, dude? No one follow Ministry of Dude. I'm sorry. Dr. Till's not associated with it. Riley's doing good. You know what? They're both, Mint and Riley are both doing well. They're both making content. Some of it might be directed at the other. I don't know, but they're both very active. Riley is doing music videos and he does, what does he do? Comicsgate After Dark. Till, is that the name of the stream? I don't watch any of the Comicsgate stuff, so I always forget the names of everything. And he's still doing, he's uploading his music videos to the Clipiverse. And Mint does live streams and like art stuff on Mint Crafty, I think is it. I think it's Mint Crafty. So there you go. I'm plugging them both. You know, the worst part about that breakup is my the pictures from my last birthday is me with all three of them. I'm just like, well, this is gonna look bad in my next year on my on this day last year. I'm like, that was before everything went to shit. Hey Tony, nice weather you got there. It is a little chillier than I thought. I should be wearing a thicker jacket, but I'm gonna work out in this later. So I was just like, fuck it, leaving it on. I need to think of a video for this week. I should have had a video out today. Because I don't think I'm doing a second episode this week, at least not live. What's a solo video you guys want to hear me do? I was thinking of doing a follow-up to the Mrs. Voorhees thing because I forgot about the Pamela tapes, but I got to listen to those. Even though no one gives a shit about the comic stuff, I want to do more. I have one planned for an episode coming out. I'm gonna go. Oh, you know what I might do? I downloaded it, so I people really hate love you, Tony, in not a weird way. I wouldn't have assumed it was weird, but now you've pointed it out. Now I think you're lying. People really liked me. Most people like me going through the work prints and everything, but people seem to really dig when I went and did the prophecy, and I talked mostly about the script. So I got to thinking, so I did watch the new episode of Daredevil. I'm going to do I wanted to do a post-show live stream. Thought it came out next week. Came out yesterday. So I'll throw that idea in the trash. I will do a short like I did last season. I'll do a short for each episode. Yeah, I found a bunch of scripts, and I found one for the first Mortal Kombat movie because I remember hearing that they did a bunch of reshoots and they made a bunch of changes from the original script. And I went through it, and I already started to notice some things. Like the big one is they added a fight scene with Reptile into the final movie. And funny enough, that's why Johnny Cage just disappears in that fight scene, because it was added. And I was like, well, wait a minute, Reptile is all throughout that movie. Was he just added in everywhere? And when I read the script, one thing I noticed so far is that, yes, Reptile was in the whole movie as like the lizard thing. I believe he's the lizard thing. And in the script, Liu Kang grabs him and throws him into one of the trees from Mortal Kombat 2, and it eats him. So that's why I think in the final movie, in the original cut, I think it was going to be the scene of Liu Kang reaching in the wall and grabbing Reptile. And I think it was going to cut to him throwing him on the ground and then squishing him. But in reshoots, because they did a test screening and the test screening said not enough fights, they went, okay, let's cut that up and let's add in an entire fight scene with Reptile. So that's one thing I found so far in the script. And I remember I found out like a bunch of interviews where the actors were talking about how like the script wasn't great, so they improvised. The creators of Mortal Kombat did not like Raiden's dialogue, and I skimmed through the script and I'm like, oh yeah, he's jokey in the movie. He's the right amount of jokey in the movie. He is so jokey in the script. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go through the Mortal Kombat. I just need time to finish reading the whole script. Yeah, I found a link to someone. They had like a bunch of scripts up there. Trial of the Incredible Hulk featuring Daredevil. Man, I have to watch the new season. This new season should be good. The first episode was solid. Not as action heavy as I thought it would be. But it just feels like this season is going to be better because it's the good showrunners. Not whatever the hell they were doing last year where they decided they needed to restart, but they had too much shot. So they had to work in the new showrunners with the old episodes. It was a mess. Do a work print review for Shocker. I would need to review Shocker first. I do have a Wes Craven episode coming up. And if you're a patron or channel member, you would know what that is. Shot it last night. Still love Christopher Lambert, although totally miscast as Raiden. Yeah. So I might go into some old scripts because like I know everyone loves the work prints. It's just hard to find interesting ones. It really is. There's only so many times you could be like, the music's different. It cut out a scene. Last season was a disaster, but I'm glad and I like the show. The showrunners, they did couple movies I liked, and their stuff was good last year, so I like that going into this season it was all them. What's the worst Highlander? I will be doing the Highlander movies. I actually talked to Tom recently about how we need to do them. I need Tom to come out here for something else, but yeah, I do, because they finally, I kept putting it off because they kept saying they were going to remake the movie, and then it just was not happening. But now there's a bunch of pictures of Henry Cavill um, from the set. So there we go. A TV cut you need to check out is Cheech and Chong's next movie. It's crazy wild. I heard they're kind of crazy. I don't know, it should be the Boys Month background, very manly. I try to use your review of The Bride to trick a friend into seeing it. Fight Club work print is 20 minutes longer. I might do Fight Club for Boys Month this year. There's a whole book of Halloween sequel ideas. Yeah. Dr. Till. Maybe. Maybe I've already planned to shoot, which will not have Ethan Van Sciver because he never wants to. He always ghosts me. I think I watched the Cheech and Chong movies on Comedy Central. I probably only watched the TV cuts of those as a teen. I don't remember a lot from them. What is this? Am I in? I could probably be in contact with him. I forget what Dan from St. Louis's handle is, but I have his email. So, but I don't want him to constantly keep messing. I know I got to get Chris Stanley on the show. I feel so bad. Me and him last year were supposed to do like best black and white Superman. Schedule didn't allow it. I talk about dude all the time too. He likes all my stuff, and I keep forgetting to do episodes with him. I will hit Chris Stanley up. You know what? He's a big Spawn fan. I think me and him should do Faust, the Love of the Damned. We got to come up with a movie to review together. Since you shot down my 47 part guy, because I have, it's coming back at some point. I already reviewed the Showa Godzilla movies on my Godzilla podcast, which, yes, is on extended hiatus right now, but it still exists. The catalog's up. I uploaded all the episodes to Rumble. Ugh. Possibly. I'd want to hit up TV show cars and see if I can actually get the Batmobiles for it. You know what's funny? I've taken Johanna and Crystal out separately to dinner since that deal was made, but I haven't taken them to a dinner at the same time. But have you done it with me? Dr. Shell, I'm not revisiting those, all right? Yeah. All right, let me get some more stuff to throw in there. Leave some good chats. Supers, if you are so inclined. Okay, get some of these guys. It's been so windy here. That just branches have been flying all over the place, so I've had plenty of stuff to throw in this goddamn pit. What's over here? I don't know if I'm getting too far away from the mic, if you guys can still hear me. All right. Let me see. Is there big? Need like one big log to catch. Nah, that's not going to break. Think these gonna break? None of these are gonna break. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, that's doing fine. Ugh. I'm back. You have audio blindness? So I need video? Soup is not a meal. I'm just teasing you. I subbed on Patreon, but I can't find the Discord link. Oh, I don't know what it is. I've tried to fix it so many times. But Patreon just sometimes will just not auto add people. And it drives me nuts. Later on, I will do at once a month or so, I do a post saying, hey, if you didn't get auto added, here's the link. I will add the link later. Thank you for letting me know that once again, it's not adding anyone. When is Trisha going to be on again? When she stops being annoying? Exactly, Frank's sister. I don't look good. I don't want to be on yet. I'm like, oh my God. You look fine. You, Tim, and Angela should talk about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That is a great movie. You hear the sound of branch breaking and you screaming. Oh, turns out he broke a bone. Hey, Tony, I'm not trying to be controversial, but honest question. Did you really have a falling out with Vito Giswaldi? You're making me break my resolution. I feel like you were joking about something like in that Christmas stream, but I wasn't sure if you put a clip of him in one of your reviews since. If so, I don't think I had. Oh, in the Cats review, I did. I can't talk about Vito Giswaldi. It's my New Year's resolution. I can't talk about or acknowledge him except to let you know that I can't talk about or acknowledge him. So I'm sorry. But yeah, it was a real falling out. He did an Italian style Guido threat, which he claims is not a threat because the way he worded it. It was how would you like if I uploaded your script to Reddit? You be cool with that? It's one of those like, how's about wouldn't it be a shame if your store went up in flames? So I cut him off after that. Fuck that guy. Have you checked out the trailer from the new Starship Troopers game? Nope. It's a totally real condition. I'm a doctor. I know. Seinfeld reference drink. Thanks, Tony. We need Frank back. Frank might be coming back sooner than you think. Tony really rewrites the wheel sitting next to the rewrites the wheel thing is from so long ago. KB 103, what a weak ass fire. Of course you come in when the fire is dying. You bitch. Yeah, all the sticks and the grass went up so fucking fast. I didn't have anything big enough to like actually sit and burn for a while. I did not think this through. I should have chainsawed up those branches, and I did not chainsaw them up ahead of time. Would you guys like me to chainsaw a branch on stream? $20, and I will break out all the stuff to chainsaw a branch and throw it in the fire for a $20 super chat. But can you draw about Vito Giswaldi? No. And that is all the Vito stuff I will be answering at the moment. Because you made me break my resolution. Actually, one last thing. You guys want to hear something really fucked? In August, my previous phone was dying. And I took it to Verizon. And I was like, all right, I need a new phone. And they were transferring everything over to my new phone. And when that happens, whoever I had blocked was unblocked. And in that moment, keep in mind, he had been blocked since May, and this was August. So he'd been blocked for a while. As it was transferring, a call came through from Vito, which means that randomly throughout the day, weeks at a time, maybe. He just calls me to see if he's unblocked. What a freaking psychopath. So that just reassured me. I'm like, oh, I'm dealing with a literal insane person. He was cool, and then he did a bunch of math. I don't want to see these hashtag girls months. Get these hashtag girls months out of here, all right? Get them out. See, I don't see any $20 super chats, so I guess you guys don't want me to chainsaw. Next movie's TV version is related to The Thing, both Universal Studios movie cut for TV in the 80s and the TV version of next movie's opening will have you say, Mr. Hughes on Instagram, I already did The Thing TV cut. I don't know if there's a different cut that you're talking about. What about Girly Boys Month? I talked to Joey C about that. All right, you know what? We're going to do two things. One, because someone doesn't like my fire, I'm going to look for a bigger branch down there, but it'll also give me a reason to test how far I can go with this mic. So let's see. I'm going to go down that hill and look for something big I can throw in here. We'll see how long I can stay on for. What looks good? What looks good? We're going to go by the dead tree. I'm pretty sure there's something by the dead tree. Make sure I don't fucking fall. All right, I was just going to ask if you guys can still hear me, and I realize I don't have a chat with me, so I actually have no idea if you can hear me. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Please tell me this guy isn't rooted in the ground and I can just lift him up. Please tell me I can just lift this bad boy up. Oh, that's perfect. We found one, guys. Ah. Am I going to get lucky? Am I going to get a second one? I don't know if you guys can see me. Can I see the camera? Hold on. I'm waving. Let me know. Type a yes if you can see me waving. Anything good down here? Nah. All right, we're gonna make do with this one. Wait, what about this guy? Can I yank him? No, he's too big right now. This will do, though. Ha ha! Ugh. All right. I'm coming back. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Ah. Look at this bad boy. Boom. How do I sound? Who's that guy waving? Can I yank him too big? Oh, God damn it. Don't clip that out of context. And the fire's dead. All right. Come on. Let me get some grass. All right, we're getting somewhere, guys. Fire. Where's that bitch who said my fire was weak? Now it's lighting. You able to pee outside there? I mean, with enough confidence and lack of rules, you could pee wherever you want, really. But no, I do not pee out here. There's way too many people around. Also, not a monster. I use a toilet. I hear you. Grab an axe and hit that tree. All right, wow, you guys were able to hear me. Pretty far down there. Devil owner. The less we can say about that, the better. Instagram, Tony, where the fuck are you going? Tony, I know you don't like Halloween 2007. Have you thought about reviewing it? See if it's time to forgive. Also, out of the two movies, which do you dislike most? Rob Zombie's Halloween or Ghostbusters Afterlife? Ooh. I found Halloween more offensive, to be honest. And yeah, I'm probably going to do... Yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween, I think, is the last Halloween movie until they make another one. I'll probably do Halloween. I'll probably do what I did with the Halloween 6. We'll do theatrical and director because they're very different. I have not started the Dark City episode. I really should hit Movie Dumpster up for that and get that on the books soon. What's up, buddy? Hello, the Prodigy. You mean the Matrix without Kung Fu? Dark City rules. Love Dark City. Ah! It's catching. Yay. We had a guy like cutting our tree line that divides the properties. And this must have been one that they chopped and didn't throw in the chipper, so I found it just in there. Random question. Favorite dinosaur? I don't know. Can I be a basic bitch and say T-Rex? Do you like Tales from the Dark Side, the show or the movie? I haven't really watched the show. I do love the Tales from the Dark Side movie, though. Put the over-under on the fire at 2 minutes. Any takers? Jerk. Look at it. It's burning up. I didn't have a nice thick log. I needed a nice thick log. No one clipped that. Fior says, why do you hate women so much? I don't know what you're talking about. Martin Barbie. Did I say that right? Barbie? Barbie? How are you doing, buddy? Haven't heard from you in a long time. The fire will last 10 minutes. Nah, that's going to burn for a while. And the other big log didn't catch yet, but it will. Over the summer, I got like 4 giant branches and I made basically a big teepee. That was a mistake. That got a little out of control. Like, that was too big for this bit. Put more oil in the fire. I don't put oil in the fire. I use like a fire starter, like a stick, or one of those tumbleweed things when I need it. The latest Anaconda episode was great. Thank you. Yeah, those two new ones were good. The Chinese one and the comedy one. Like the Stephen King movie Firestarter? No. Tony's burning all the IOUs. I don't know any of them because I burned them all. Still on fire. Not very visible on screen, but it's still on fire. Yeah, let me know if the subtitles are any better on the Tubi version of the Chinese one. Mary Shelley Frankenstein versus Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Tony, your thoughts? I mean, Brana's is a little closer to the actual story from the book, and it also looks great visually. Del Toro's differs from the book a great deal, but it still manages to get the point across, and it looks great visually. I don't know. I guess Del Toro's, even though it's less accurate to the book, it is a little bit better all around. Where Kenneth Branagh got really carried away with a lot of that movie. You loved Plankenstein? I can't talk about Plankenstein until the monthly wrap up. I'm sorry. Golden Basin. Yes, I mentioned earlier, I still chat with Kieran. He's making videos again. He told me Resident Evil Requiem is great. So, yeah. I'm friends with pretty much everyone there who I was friends with. Even chat with Mike on occasion. How about as a technical movie of the two? I don't mean to keep bugging you about Rob Zombie's Halloween. I don't know. Afterlife and Rob Zombie's Halloween are two very, very different things. It's hard to compare them, other than I hate both. Would you rather fight 10 miniature Brock Lesnars that are 2.5 feet tall, or one giant Brock Lesnar that is 7 feet tall? I die either way. I die either way. Maybe the 7-foot one, I could probably outsmart him and make him trip or something. 7 mini Brock Lesnar's, they're ripping all my limbs. They're grabbing each of my limbs and F5ing all of them off of my body. I should revisit. I really didn't like the raid the first time I saw it, but I don't know. Maybe I was in a mood. Maybe too many assholes I know were bragging about it too much, and that was like edgy Tony. So who's your favorite live action Punisher? You know what? Let me rewatch the Dolph Lundgren one before I answer that. No, I think what's his face, the newest guy. It's probably like the best version. I did like the Ray Stevens character. I like the Tom Jane one. Really hasn't been like a bad Punisher, really. The movies are hit or miss, but I think each character has done it well enough. You want to drink a whiskey? Well, get ready because Oba Femi had accepted Brock Lesnar's challenge. I'm so out of the loop. Did you already give your thoughts on the passing of Chuck Norris? What's your favorite Chuck Norris movie? His movies weren't that great, guys. I mean, bummer. I grew up watching Walker, Texas Ranger. But he was old. I didn't really follow his career too much after Walker, Texas Ranger, to be honest. Other than him trying to get Bibles in public school and saying that we'll have 1,000 year of darkness if Obama won his second term, which he was right. I guess Edgy Tony, the one who wasn't into Smoking Aces or the A-Team. I wasn't into either of those. Yeah, John Travolta is the bad guy. I reviewed the 2004 Punisher on Cinema Trip reviews, so check that out. That was a while back. You need to get Manny Muskets and the Revenge of the Sis Boys on an app together to review a movie. Maybe The Prodigy, how dare you? Trying to get something for free? Me and Manny reviewed Tales from the Hood for its 30th anniversary on Patreon. So you can watch it there, or you can become a YouTube channel member, and you will find that review. The RTC guys weren't in it, but me and Manny Muskets did review Tales from the Hood. Chuck Norris didn't die. Death did. Chuck just replaced him. It was. I'm glad Justin Wang pointed out all the Chuck Norris jokes were really just reworded jokes from Vin Diesel facts. But for whatever reason, the Chuck Norris ones took off more than Vin Diesel. Ready or Not 2 was a lot of fun. Did you end up seeing it? Yes, I did see it. It'll be on the monthly wrap-up. Look at that guy just cracking. It's technically still on fire. It's just not a roaring fire. Throw some more sticks underneath. Ugh. Ah. Any Christopher Walken movies coming up? Not yet. Best Riddick movie. Oof, I'd have to watch all three. It's pitch black. And people saw that because the monsters. Why did they go all in on Riddick after that? I think Rob Zombie should at least get to make his own Friday the 13th, Hellraiser, Chainsaw Massacre, The Gate, and maybe Bloody Birthday remakes before he dies. Let's all pledge and help him get this done. I think we're good. I think we're good. Have I checked out any of the Zenoscope comics? 2 of their characters are set in Philly. I don't know what the Zenoscope comics are. Do you believe Vince McMahon is innocent? Do you believe Rita Chatterton's claim against him assaulting her? I don't know. I think Vince McMahon's gay, to be honest. I read those chat logs he sent to that girl. It seems like he was like real into describing what the guys were going to do more so than the girl. I don't know. He's definitely fucked in the head, but I don't know what his exact deal is. Tony, where's the review for the first 6 Puppet Master movies? Someday. Someday I'll have time to review all 10,000 Puppet Masters. Hey, it's catching! It's catching! Come on. Now just stay on fire. That's all I want you to do is just stay on fire. Hollywood, I don't know, maybe big studios, or I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff coming out these days, which I like. I do think they're going to the well of IPs a little too much, though. Look, nothing's going to be 100% original, but yeah, there's stuff like Project Hail Mary is doing really well. Send Help did well. I mean, Project Hail Mary, based off a book that was very popular from a guy who wrote another book that became a very popular movie. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not super cynical. I think like the bigger studios just were going too in on IPs for a while. And you could say that us, the viewer, were the reason for that. Maybe we kept seeing like too many Marvel movies instead of whatever was original coming out. Maybe we're to blame. Can you believe the guy who directed 2019 Cats went from an Oscar-winning director to now pretty much only directing car commercials? Yeah, I can believe it. Wonder if Chuck shot that dog after the second term. Sign Help is my favorite movie this year. Well, it's only March. I don't know. Baywatch ran for 10 seasons. I don't know if I can do. I don't know if I can do an episode by episode on Baywatch. However, in an episode coming up, I did pitch like other shows we could do after Blade Boys. I mean, one of them are me, Royce, and Pessy want to do Police Squad from the file of Blade Boys, where we just go through the Police Squad episodes. Not very long. Michael Shoup, Dad? No, I'm not your dad. When Captain Marvel came out, we all drew a line. I do plan on doing a like MCU catch up and maybe a Star Wars catch up where I watch everything that I've missed. And I'll do like a live episode talking about all the things I finally got around to watching. So for like the MCU, it's like Werewolf by Night, The Marvels, She-Hulk, all that stuff. Loki season 2. I loved Loki season 1. Didn't get around to watching Loki season 2. And then with Star Wars, a while back, before Skeleton Crew, for Adam's show, he was talking about like the state of Star Wars. So I watched the first episode of every show that had come out at that point. And the one that interested me the most was the Ahsoka show. But then I didn't continue. Don't. It's good content. It's a live episode. Prodigy, yes, I'll be doing a YouTube short later breaking down my thoughts on the first episode of the season. That is that famous guy, Tony, from The Dark Knight Rises. I'm glad you could recognize me from so far away from the camera. What is the worst Friday the 13th and Halloween film, in your opinion? Worst Friday the 13th? I don't know. If 8 just totally fails at the delivery of its premise. And then 5, even though I don't hate the reason most people hate 5 for, where it's not really Jason, it's also just not that very good. Probably between 5 and 8. I'm not sure. Halloween, it's definitely the Rob Zombie ones. But then after that, it's got to be like 5 and 6. And I loved 6, but now that I'm older, I'm like, this movie is not even like really a movie. It's just a mess. Let the record show it's still on fire. Not just embers and smoke, like literal fire. It's cracking too. Whoa, that exploded. Rate Manny's worst episode. No, I'm good. They're all perfect. Is Johanna going to be on the monthly wrap up? I don't think so. Oh, monthly wrap up. I think I made a post about it. April 3rd. I think originally it was April 2nd, but Crystal really wanted to talk about Project Hail Mary, and she could only do the 3rd, so we'll be doing it April 3rd. I think Gil is sitting out this go around. Tom Periscope with Captain Movies. That'd be pretty funny. I haven't watched that in a long time. Worst Hellraiser? Super Dave? Well, someone clearly isn't a YouTube channel member or Patreon supporter, and they clearly didn't watch me and my cousin Monica's multi-part series, Bloodline, a Hellraiser show, where we go through every single film in the franchise. But if you must know, it's probably Judgment. It's probably Judgment. And Revelations was really bad, and the Pinhead looked nothing like Pinhead. Judgment is probably worse, although the Pinhead did look like Pinhead. I didn't mind the guy playing Pinhead in Judgment. It's just the movie was shit. And I feel bad for the guy playing Pinhead in Revelations because they rushed that thing together. Really wasn't his fault. Looks cozy. Yeah, it could be. I should be wearing thicker clothes. It's not. I thought it'd be a little bit breezier and warmer than it is, but it is still kind of chilly. I gotta watch Joey C's movie. I know it's on Patreon now. Those two actresses from Hell on Earth were super hot. Yeah. From 3, yeah. The one still acts a bunch. All I need is a Snuggie and a hot cup of cocoa. No, all I need after this is a trip to the gym. Have I seen Shelter 54? No, I have not seen Shelter 54. I'm sorry. Okay, you should check out Belle, which is a unique take on Beauty and the Beast. There's also The Black Knight, which is tied to Merlin from King Arthur's Court. Oh, that's the comics that we're talking about. Yeah, maybe I'll look at them. Julia, Jason X, and Halloween 8 for me. Whoa, Shelmo. We don't stand for Halloween Resurrection slander here. I'm sorry. Apologize to all of us. Yeah, I never really liked Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003. Although when we did the episode going through all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, I didn't bother me as much as it used to in the past. How have I not seen the movie you star? What? Leonardo was in a Critters movie. Yes, Leonardo DiCaprio was in Critters 3, I think. There. Light them up. Oh. I've not watched Excalibur since I was a very, very young kid. I know it has like a new 4K release. I might check that out. That's one I would like to revisit. Who did that? Excalibur, is that my boy? John Boorman. Yes, that is John Boorman, a director I like. Man, he's still kicking at 93 years old, isn't he? Who of course did Deliverance, and he did Exorcist 2, The Heretic. He did a bunch of movies, but one movie in particular that I love more than anything else, Zardoz, which I reviewed with Kaylee on her channel. Yeah, this is where I live. Tony, as a 40-year-old man, how do you stay in shape? I'm not 40. I'm very youthful, okay? Don't group me in with those elderly 40-year-olds. I'm not with those boomers. I'm hip and with it. I dab. 6'7". 6'7". The God is good. The penis is evil. Man, Zardoz is great. Ugh. This is not a new Blair Witch film. This is just me hanging out at the fire pit. I'm not 85. Oh, I've definitely heard of Rawhead. Did I see? I've probably seen Rawhead Rex. Yeah, it's a Clive Barker movie, and I think he was very upset with how it turned out, which is why he wanted to do Hellraiser himself. Will we ever get Psycho Cop 1 and 2? Is that different than Maniac Cop? Which one is Psycho Cop? Psycho Cop and Psycho Cop Returns. I am not familiar with these. I would want to do Maniac Cop first, because I did love Maniac Cop. Yeah, Zardoz was the Sean Connery film. Go to Once Over with Kaylee and watch me review Zardoz. Yeah, there were a couple of King Arthur stuff in like around 2017, I think. I need to get back to commentary tracks. That Friday the 13th commentary track undertaking last year was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah, I need to get back on that. I did shoot a bonus review last night. I've got another one on the way that I'm recording tomorrow night. I really want to get back to doing. See, the problem was last year I realized I needed to do 2 episodes a week, but I was editing 2 episodes a week, and that took a big chunk of time. So I wasn't able to do as much of the bonus stuff as I wanted. So I decided, you know what? If I'm going to do a second episode in the week, it has to be edited. It has to be live. Just so I have time to get all that other bonus stuff to you. But yeah, I've been re-strategizing and planning things and seeing what works and what doesn't work. YouTube is a nightmare at the moment, which is why I support anyone who I appreciate anyone's support if they go to Patreon or become a channel member or even leave a super chat. But yeah, honestly, just watching the videos is enough, but that extra step is nice. I gotta hit up Jess. I haven't heard from her in a long time. So officers that Rhea Ripley will be in Terrifier 4. I can see it. Where can I see Mummy Cop? Go to YouTube and go to Mummy Cop the series. Yeah, I hit up Jess like in May to do Transformers, and she said she couldn't do it because of work. So I assumed she was just off doing that now. She's not active on social, so I don't know what she's doing. I should hit her up. Do we have to do? Just don't burn yourself out, man. Lost Utopia Films on YouTube has 3 insanely good Godzilla mockumentaries. Shelter 54 being one of them. Okay. Patreon is worth it. You can fat shame Joni all day. And they're really needing that fat shame channel. Mummy Cop the series starring Tom. Tom was only in season 2. He was not in the first season. I think I'll go to 7. So you guys got me for like 15 more minutes. Someone said, if you're not a fan of the movies or books, why did you watch the trailer? I didn't watch the trailer. I'm going to respond. I didn't watch it. I just said it dropped. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get up to the post office next week. Problem is, post office is like 40 minutes away. I've been busy, and it's like, man, it's a 40-minute trip to and back, and well, stuff just wasn't coming in regularly as much. So I try to go once every few months now. Can I do what is the worst Maniac Cop? I don't know, man. Maniac Cop 1 and 2, there's a lot to talk about. 3, I hear, is terrible. I was in talks with some people to edit. The one edited a couple things for me. I just need to give them stuff to edit. I just haven't had time to film some things. And when I do film something, it has a really tight deadline. So I got to film a couple things that don't have strict deadlines that I can then send to someone to edit. I'm thinking mostly just like my Patreon stuff that's like all StreamYard and whatnot. I have not watched the WWE Peacock documentaries. Manny is in there. I saw everyone defending me in the chat a few minutes ago. We all love you, Manny. I should do Clerks with Joey C. It's a great idea. Hi, Tony. Hope you're doing well. Longtime fan, first time commenting. I wanted to ask, what's your favorite special edition collector's edition set of any movie? Oh, man, I wish I was downstairs to answer this question. I wish I was downstairs to answer this so I can look at my collection and see what it is. I don't have a definitive answer at the moment, but I want to say I really love I believe it was 2004, 2003 Ultimate Edition of Dawn of the Dead. I really love that set. You get all 3 cuts of the movie. You get the documentary of the dead in there. It is a very loaded special edition, like box set. And I have it signed by a bunch of the cast members. So that one is very special to me. I don't know how to edit professionally, nor would I simp for you that much. There is no worse Maniac Cop. They're all good in their own way. I hear 3. I never got to 3. I remember the director was on Joe Bob's channel. I mean, even he was just like, yeah, 3 wasn't very good. Long form and short. Manny, do you want to? Manny does not want a girls' month. Manny, I don't know if you heard these rumors of Kaylee trying to plan a girls' month the same month we do boys' month. I don't care for it. I think she needs to be stopped. Gendo Prime, yes. I'm waiting to get like a vendor list. But this year I'm probably only gonna do VHS Fest, Batman Night, and the wrestling event. Um, yes, those are probably the only ones I'm gonna do. I enjoyed it last year. It's just some of the events didn't have a great turnout, and also I kept seeing the same people, so I think I plugged to everyone I could plug there to. But the Batman event, VHS Fest, and the wrestling gets a lot of people to come from far away, so I'm gonna just focus on those three this summer. I might go to the drive-in just to watch movies, which I do once in a while. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry, Zack Snyder disappointed you over the years. He really did. He really did. Oh God! All right. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna chop up some wood. My kindling burns out too fast, and it doesn't catch the big guys enough. That's what I learned here. That is what I learned. So I gotta get bigger logs, cut them up, mix them with the kindling, get it hot enough for those to set. The big log caught on fire a little bit, but it couldn't keep going because it just wasn't hot enough. Nah, I'm rooting for Kaylee. Fior, I will ban you. Have you done Cabin in the Woods? Not yet. I do like Cabin in the Woods. I mean, speaking of Kaylee, I do think me and Manny have to team up with Kaylee to do a movie I found out exists, Sharks in the Hood. It's Tubi, so it's probably terrible. It's got a very AI'd photoshopped poster. So yeah, I'm expecting straight up garbage. But that might be fun because, you know, Manny loves the hood and Kaylee is terrified of sharks. And I love the hood and sharks. So it's the best of both worlds there.